Okay, here's the scoop. Left Tool's been wanting to mow his lawn. He's going to keep it a little bit taller, so he wasn't going to use the real mower, the Greensmaster 1000. Keep it a little bit taller because we're going into fall, and so he's been asking me, where's the super recycler? Where's the super recycler? And I was like, don't worry about it. And I've just been hiding the super recycler from him because I knew that this was coming. This is the Toro Timemaster, and I'm going to bring it over here, and he thinks he's going to be mowing with the super recycler, but going to surprise him a little bit with a little bit bigger mower.
Oh, you finally bring me the super recycler back?
Yeah, there's the super recycler.
That looks a little beefy for the super recycler. Wait a second, Timemaster, what is this?
That is the Toro Timemaster.
Well, I can see that.
Yeah, 30-inch that Toro sent us.
This thing barely fits on my lawn.
Yeah, that's a beast, huh?
Yeah, how big is that?
30 inches, man.
30-inch.
Double bladed. There's 2 blades under there.
Wow. Pretty sweet. This is gonna take me like half the time.
Yeah, seriously. Well, that's why they call it the Timemaster.
Oh, okay. Well, sweet. Is it easy to use?
Yeah, no, I did just use it actually. I used it earlier today, and it's easy. Just the same as the super recycler. It's got the personal pace. It's pretty similar. Actually, it has the blade stop just like the super recycler. It's just a much beefier, bigger mower, but it still moves really easily. We used this Jeremy's. Oh, you didn't use it?
I did not use it.
I used it at Jeremy of the Greener Lawns house back in May of 2019.
Well,
but,
this is a newer model.
This is a newer one.
Jeremy's got an old.
Jeremy, yeah, with that whatever kind of grass he's got, something that's not as good as Bermuda. That's all I know.
I'm excited to give her a little run on my yard.
Do it.
Okay.
But first, wait, let's run everybody through some of the specs on this thing.
Okay.
The Toro, they sent me a whole bunch of little, like, it's actually pretty cool. They sent me a little highlight reel of all the stuff that's awesome about this mower. So let me walk you through some of that real quick. So the Timemaster here has Toro's timed 2-blade cutting system. So the timed blades overlap each other all the time, whereas staggered blades can leave a strip of uncut grass in the middle as you turn the mower because there needs to be full clearance between the blades. Uncut strips of grass are obviously not ideal. And so basically the difference between that time system and the staggered system is the time system is more difficult for a manufacturer to make. It takes more elegance, more expensive parts, all that sort of thing, whereas other companies use the staggered system or kind of taking the easy and cheaper way out. Oh. It also has patented atomic blades which cut the grass clippings more than once, kind of like you'd find on recycler mowers, which is pretty neat.
Very neat.
So Toro on the wide area mowers has a patented direct discharge system. I was reading over this and a little bit confused, but apparently they have a patent on this, and any other wide area mower has to have a discharge system that goes through a tube in order to get into the bag. So think of like a normal mower, like not a wide area mower like the Super Recycler or the smaller 21-inch mowers. They discharge right into the bag. But any wide area mower that doesn't have this patented technology has to discharge through a tube before it goes into the bag. This can discharge straight into the bag like your normal 21-inch mower. I didn't realize that was patented, which is pretty cool.
That's wild.
Some bullet point highlights though: 30-inch wide cut, cast aluminum commercial grade spindles, which is the same thing they use on the Turfmaster, which is their $2,000 mower. I know that when we did our super recycler video, somebody got kind of bent out of shape that we called it the middle of the road mower. I was saying this is kind of the top of the line mower if you're talking about, I don't know, something that a homeowner would use, and they were like, no, that's a commercial mower. And I was like, I guess I don't care if it's called a commercial or a residential mower. Homeowners can use this. Jeremy of the Greener Lawn, Jimmy Lewis,
Left Tool.
Now Left Tool, the Lawn Whisperer. They use this mower on their personal lawns all the time. You don't have to be a commercial lawn care guy. But Toro does have a Turfmaster, which is a more commercial version of this. So I still stand that the Super Recycler is the middle of the road and this one's the top of the line for normal, like, homeowner use. Disagree with me, and that's fine. I don't really care. But anyway, I stand by what I said the first time. Commercial grade ball bearings, personal pace, the same awesome self-propel system that is on all of our premium mowers, which we like.
Oh, I love the personal pace. Yeah, if you out there have never used the personal pace, go find somebody. If you've got an uncle that has one of these, go to your local store. Just try it out, because it's actually pretty freaking awesome. Before I used it, I was like, wow, who cares? But no, I like going at my own pace. I don't want the mower telling me I gotta go this fast. So.
No, and it goes pretty quick, because you could get as fast or you can go as slow as you want to. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
The quick stow handle, so that's something that's pretty cool. He said up here that the storage space from the front to back on the 30-inch mower takes up the same amount of space when the quick stow handle is up as a 21-inch or 22-inch mower from front to back.
Yeah, I can see that.
So let me show you this.
And that seems a lot easier than...
Yeah, no problem. And so that's how I had it in the garage, actually. I put it up there and just put this thing, and it stored really easy. Even though it's a huge mower, it was easy to fit in my garage, which is way too full. Yes, I need a shed. I'm working on that.
So that's even easier than the super recycler. You know, the handle does come up to make a little extra storage space, but not that easy.
Yeah, that's super easy.
Timemaster simple.
It has a monster of an engine, the Briggs 10 foot-pound gross torque, and 223 cc's.
Wow. I wish I knew what cc's were. But from what I think, the more the better.
More cc's are better?
Sure.
Usually. Something interesting on this one, it has a blue sponge on the inside of the gas tank, and when I was doing the quick start guide and going through setting it up, it tells you not to take that out of here. He also noted in the highlights not to take the blue sponge out. It's supposed to cut down on splashing. Now, if you remember from when we did the super recycler first impression video, and I said that I put the gas in the super recycler and some splashed out of there, I'm wondering if that's what they've done to prevent that. I don't know. I have no clue. Maybe that was already in there. Maybe the Timemasters already had the blue sponge. I don't know, but I'm wondering.
Well, I think we should grab a gas can and get to the bottom of this dilemma.
Like, see if it'll splash?
Yes.
It didn't splash.
Oh, you already did it.
I put gas in, yeah.
Oh, well, why didn't you say that?
What do you mean?
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. So this one doesn't splash like that. Yeah,
this one didn't splash.
The super
right?
recycler, yeah, and then I've been having it here. It's usually at my house, and it splashes almost every time I put gas in it. I haven't. The only way to not is to just go really, really slow. So that's cool.
Which makes me wonder if, because of us, maybe they did some kind of a modification on the gas system. I don't know if I should take that much credit or not, but...
I'll take the credit.
Okay. So the blue handle on the top is it's called the traction assist bar, and that's what you're using when you want the mower to pull you around. So think if you're on a hill, so that's what that blue handle is on there for, at least according to the highlights. We have to find a hill maybe and try it out. I don't know.
Where can we find a hill? No, seriously, where can we find a hill? I don't know.
You got one in your backyard.
I do have a hill, yeah. Okay, we'll do it back there.
Yeah, I guess that kind of does it for the highlights of the mower. Let's check out some first impressions after we're done using this thing too, for sure. What do you think?
It's big.
Yeah.
It is definitely bigger. So I'm used to the real mower, which is kind of absurdly big and heavy. So this thing is definitely not as hard to throw around as that thing. A lot of you probably haven't used a real mower, so you have no idea what I'm talking about. So I've used a lot of the super recycler, so I can compare it to the super recycler. I love the super recycler because I can throw it around, do whatever I want with it. It is light. That thing can be used by a toddler. Don't try that, toddlers at home watching. This thing is quite heavier and definitely harder to throw around, but once you get going, it's easy to push. It's got the personal pace deal on it. Super easy once you start going. I will say Jeremy might disagree with me. He's on a smaller yard as well, but for my yard, the size of my yard, I'd prefer the super recycler. I'd prefer something lighter and smaller that I can throw around and weave around like I like to. But I just mowed this in about 12 seconds, so that was pretty awesome. So yeah, that's my first initial reactions. I would say once I got used to it, probably would prefer it once, but it'd take a couple mows and then really, you know, get to getting used to it and get used to it, you know.
Yeah, no, I agree. I use it on my little section that's across the ditch, and it's pretty small, and it's not as easy to move around as a super cycler. It just makes sense. The super cycler is a 21-inch question mark. The super cycler is smaller. I mean, so it's obviously going to be easier to move around, but for a bigger area. So then I mowed my backyard, my like side section with this, and it was awesome because that was mowing like a huge rectangle, 5,000 square feet, and it made the job go so much faster. So that's what you got to decide, is how big is your yard and which way do you want to go, super cycler versus Timemaster. It's just a size function.
Okay, yeah, I could get used to that.
More wide open space is better, right?
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, cutting my mowing in a third is not, yeah, it's pretty nice. So yeah, I could get used to that. It's not, I mean, yeah, the more I use it, it's really once you get going, lifting it up, and when you got the personal pace kind of activated, moving it, heaving it around is really not much of anything. It's when you come to kind of a standstill and you've got to kind of maneuver it while it's, you know, completely stationary. Because it is way heavier.
But I am going to point out that you're breathing kind of hard.
Well, it's a little warm out here, and I'm very out of shape. So don't put that all on the mower. But I mean, definitely bigger, heavier, more work than super recycler. What was that?
I wonder if they could hear that donkey. I've got all kinds of weird sounds going on in my videos recently. Crickets and trains and lightning. There's crows over there. I've got cicadas in my tree. You got crows back here and a donkey. What is going on?
But if the viewer at home wants the biggest, baddest mower to get their yard done in like no time, I mean, you know, if they're going with push mower route, obviously, if you want like a 60-inch riding mower, do that. But if you need a push mower and you're wanting the biggest and baddest, get it done fast, I don't know why you're still shopping, because it's right here.
We need to have Sister Tool try this one out, because she's always wanting to use like the zero turn. She's been tempted to borrow the Titan to mow her yard, but brother-in-law Tool likes the push mower better because he says it doesn't push down the grass as much. And so I need to have her try this one out and see what she thinks about it. She'll probably love it. But yeah, so we love it. Thank you, Toro, for sending this to us. It's pretty amazing. So this is going to be the main rotary mower now. The poor super recycler, although I think Mama Tool, are we calling our mom?
Well, yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to get used to this anyway.
Yeah,
but I don't think it will be that hard.
No, yeah, you're usually gonna get used to this because Mama Tool, well, you're gonna reel mow next year, right?
That's true.
You could use this like over there, and you might be using this over there. We'll use it for spots, and I definitely have places to use it. But anyway, we're gonna give the super recycler to Mama Tool, because she's got like one little section in her yard that she can't use her riding mower in, and she was talking about buying a mower, and Toro's been so awesome to us, so we're gonna, you know, pay back a little bit of the diaper changing that she did all those years.
Yeah. Yeah, like last year. Okay. Figured out the traction control bar.
Traction assist bar.
Traction assist bar. So, you got the mower engaged. You're using the personal pace. Go, stop, go, stop, go, stop. What you can do is grab onto this guy while this thing is engaged, if you can see that, and now it's just in full-on go mode. And
because when you squeeze
here, now this thing is just engaged all the time, instead of if you let go and you kind of slow down, it's gonna go with you. So this, and then grabbing on here, is just gonna keep it top speed, so it'll feel like your traditional mower that doesn't have personal pace, that just has the one speed where it's just self-propel is just on. Yeah. So if you like that, then you could do that. I don't know why you'd like it, but
it's on and it's fast.
It's very fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, you almost need to like figure out and kind of, you know, you could hold on it like here and keep it going at a certain speed. You know, I gotta be honest, I don't know why it's beneficial, because if you want to go at a certain speed, you just walk at that speed and it'll take you, you know, like that, and then you're going at a moderate pace. But I guess if you wanted for some reason to stay consistent, you could hold on to that. So, but I guess I could understand if there was that person that liked consistency in their life, you know, then you got it.
Yeah, now maybe, maybe if it's bumpy, because when I was mowing with it, I didn't use that. I didn't know what it was for. Maybe if it's bumpy, instead of going like
Our
this.
yards are too smooth.
Well, that very likely could be.
That's true.
But if it's bumpy, you might want to hold on to that so it stays at one speed instead of, because I did have a couple times I remember it doing that where it would kind of go and lurch because it would hit a bump or something, and then the personal pace would be engaged more or less. So I guess there are probably applications somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if hills made sense, but
I mean, really, it's not in the way.
Yeah.
It makes it look cool, if nothing else. I just call it a style grip.
yeah, I don't know. So that kind of wraps it up, I guess. Anything else? Any parting words?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. We'll see you later.
Super recycler easy.
Timemaster easy.
Timemaster simple. Compare it to the Timemaster. I've used a lot of the Timemaster.
Super recycler.
Super recycler. That's way easier than even like the little Timemaster, how it has the,
Super recycler.